A lot of people ask me, Frank, how did you end up doing the work that you do? Or, Frank, how did you become a porn addiction recovery coach? And many of you know that this journey that we've been on here together started with my own transformation. I had to overcome a 20-year porn addiction in order for me to feel confident and competent in helping other men. But the work that I do is not just because I overcame pornography addiction. There was a moment in my life where I felt a call. I felt a call that there was a story that I had to share. And I didn't know at the time what it was going to lead to. But ultimately, that decision has changed and transformed my life and has helped thousands of men across the globe get back the freedom that they deserve. Every once in a while, I'll get somebody that pushes back on one of our videos. We'll have a video that kind of takes off and goes viral a little bit. And I'll get the stop lying to people. Frank, there's no such thing as pornography addiction. And I'm not here to break down or discuss or define any of that. Because if you're struggling with a pornography addiction, you know that you have a problem. You know that you are struggling. You don't need approval from somebody else. Anybody that defends pornography or anybody that pushes back against pornography addiction, in my opinion, is a limited thinker, is not that intelligent, and for whatever reason, they have a defense mechanism up. But if people knew the conversations that I had, if people could read some of the messages that I receive on a daily basis, if people could get inside my inbox and hear from the men that feel hopeless, that feel lost, that feel like there's no way out, perhaps they would have a glimpse into my life, into my reality, and maybe that could open up this conversation. Because even though I've been leading the forefront here for the last 4.5 years around having this conversation, there are still some people that look at this as a taboo subject. There are some people that still look at this as a conversation that doesn't need to be had. And my goal from the beginning, when I launched the Superman Life podcast back in 2019, is I wanted to remove the stigma from this. I had a conversation with a gentleman this morning, and this man spent 10 years in prison because of some images that he had stored on his computer. Now, I'm not defending what he had. I'm not defending the actions. I'm not defending the behavior. But if people could understand that this young man's life was changed forever, the lost opportunities, the miss out on life that he's going to have, the labels that he's always going to have to carry with himself, due to an addictive behavior and a compulsive behavior that started at the age of 11. So in his mind, obviously, he didn't feel that he was doing anything wrong. And I'm not defending, once again, anybody that acts out against children, anybody that acts out in a harmful way to other people. I'm not here to defend that. I'm here to raise awareness on why some of these things happen. I recently received an email from a 16-year-old boy. I'm going to read some bits of this email to you so that you can have a glimpse into my world, into the conversations, into the men that I hear from every single week. I'm going to keep his name anonymous, and I'm not going to share the personal details about his life and what he shared with me. But hopefully in reading this to you, you can get a glimpse into the struggles that young men are facing today. Because in my opinion, pornography addiction is one of the biggest epidemics in the world that is shackling and crippling young men from becoming who they can be, from living life's fulfilling purpose for themselves. Frank, I'm 16 years old and I was born straight. I like women from the start, but because of this porn addiction, I'm watching shemale porn and or trans porn. I don't want it. It disgusts me, and normal porn excites me, but not that much. And I want to go back to my default settings. Please help me. I want to be straight. I was never attracted to men ever in real life, but I kind of like transgender girls in my phone. Please help me, sir. Please help me. I don't accept this about myself. I am not gay. I cannot and I will not. I was born straight and I will die straight. But please help me with this porn shit, transgender or gay shit. I don't know what to do. Please reply. Frank, I fucking beg you. I don't want to die. I love my parents so much. I don't want them to see me die young. I want to become a rich man. I want to feed poor children in the future. And I don't want to die because of this porn addiction. Please, 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 sir, help me. I hope you're reading this. I hate suicide. I know it's for losers. And I'm not. I cannot fight this. I love everyone. But I hate myself for watching pornography. It disgusts me. Porn. I want to make myself think trans and porn is shit. Now, obviously, some of that language was somewhat excessive, explicit. right? This is a young man, 16 years old, that feels lost and hopeless in this world. This young man, for whatever reason, doesn't feel like he can get out of this dark hole that he's put himself into. Now, some of you may be shocked by that. That may have actually had some of you leave this podcast, walk away from this video, and that's okay. But that's the reality of what's happening to our young men. Now, if you're a father hearing this and you have boys, you have teenage boys, now's the time to go have this conversation with them. Because you may have a young boy in your life that is struggling with some of these things. You may have a young man that feels this same way, but doesn't know where to go. Because my only response to this young man was, I appreciate you reaching out, brother, and I'm sorry to hear what you're going through. But as a grown man running an organization, there's not a whole lot that I can do for a 16-year-old kid that can't make decisions on his own. I advise you to please go talk to your parents. And his response back to that was he cannot do this. The judgment that he would feel from his parents. And I hope this isn't the case. I hope any parent that is approached by a child that is struggling with these things would understand and wouldn't shame them, wouldn't judge them, would provide a safe place to have these conversations. But when I'm asked why I do what I do, Frank, why did you leave a marketing agency to go all in on rebuild recovery in 2019 during a pandemic? Why do you host multiple podcasts having conversations around pornography addiction? Why do you speak on stages? Why do you partner with anti-human trafficking organizations? Don't you know this is really sensitive stuff? Don't you know that this is putting label over you? I know there's certain people that look at the work that I do and judge me for it, and that's okay. Because I feel I'm fulfilling God's purpose for my life. For whatever reason, God gave me a life. He put me through experiences. He equipped me with certain skills and abilities to be able to navigate and have these conversations in a safe and comfortable environment. And if I could change one person's life, and the butterfly effect of that is families changing, legacies built, then my work here is fulfilling and it's purposeful. And it's rooted in helping other people. So I don't really have a clear takeaway message for you with today's episode, but I wanted you to get a glimpse into why we're doing this work and why we're so passionate about helping young men, why we're so passionate about helping fathers, why we're so passionate about helping men become better men. Because at the end of the day, when you look across at the world in the society that we are living in currently, there is chaos out there. And if we're going to change it for the better, it's going to require strong, capable, competent, confident men to step up. In order to become a strong, capable, confident, competent man, you must remove pornography out of your life. So if you're hearing or watching this and you've been struggling with an addictive behavior with porn and masturbation, I have a free training I want to give to you. It's called our 5-step process to creating a vision for your life without pornography. If you visit the link down there in the show notes or in the description box here on YouTube, or visit www.rebuiltrecovery.com/vision, we're going to send that training over to you guys right away. But I hope that this helped. I hope that this perhaps motivated and inspired you to clean up your life, to help others. And if you are free, go create a place and an environment where other men can have regular conversations. Because if we're going to change the world for good, if we're going to remove pornography addiction from this planet, it will require everyone's focused and intentional action in order to do so. Guys, I hope you got value out of this. If you did, make sure to leave us a 5-star rating. If you're watching on YouTube, guys, and you're new here, we drop 3 episodes a week of The Rebuilt Man. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on. But Coach Frank, founder of Rebuilt Recovery, we love you guys. This is why we do what we do. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one.